First, I want to thank everyone for their input, but I would also ask you to do this. In addition to the Second Amendment, we have a First Amendment. And I think we owe it to everyone here to be respectful of other people's opinions, because that is, some of you are very informed on these issues. Everyone here probably feels very passionately, as we should. These are really, really important issues. But I think we're going to get more done and be more productive when we listen respectfully to our fellow citizens who have the right and honor of being American citizens, to recognize these are issues we're going to have to work out, and we do them better by being respectful of each other.
We've had a lot of guests, obviously, over the past, ever since December 14th. And one question that we have had is, what if you make what you might deem to be sensible regulations? And they are so, they ask so much of people who want to own guns and operate guns, that it becomes so prohibitive that it in effect becomes a ban in itself.
I mean, I think one thing we should look at doing is, if you look at what happened in the 1930s, right? There were crime issues, and machine guns, Tommy guns, etc., were restricted now, but they weren't actually outlawed. And I will say this is one of the things I've learned a whole lot of things over the last 2 months with specifics about guns. It's still legal to own a machine gun. I'll bet a bunch of you here knows that. Now you have to pay a big fat tax of about $750, and you have to register it. How many? 2. All right. But it is still legal to own one. But you have to pass a tougher background check. And so one of the issues to raise, and I would welcome your input around this, and I do see you, I'll make sure you do that. One of the issues to raise is, would it make sense? Would it make sense for us to, as a country, say for some of these weapons which have, because of the number of shots they can deliver in a rapid period of time, and you can call them whatever you want, but the speed with which one can deliver bullets, would it make sense to have some of these weapons require a higher threshold of training, of storage, to restrict access? And that's a question I ask, because if the question is about keeping them out of the hands of people who shouldn't have access to them, restricting the harm they can inflict, is that a route we should go, and what would that look like? I mean, we've been trying that in this state with a higher level for handguns, which are responsible for most of the deaths in our state and in most states. So is that something that people think would make more sense? Because I've been wondering if that avenue would make more sense. So I welcome your input if people think that would be a more sensible way. So if you've got thoughts, I'd really welcome the input. And you,